topic for this video is elementary transformations or known as elementary operations. There are two types of transformations. First is row transformations and second is column transformations. Here we introduce some transformations for the purpose of reducing our calculation part. What we can do, we can interchange two rows or we can interchange two columns. We can multiply any row with any constant, or we can multiply any column with any constant. Constant means any value. It can be 1, 2, 100. So any row or any column can be multiplied to a constant. We can add or subtract two rows, or we can add or subtract different columns. So these transformations are based on the properties of determinants that has been discussed in the earlier videos. There we have seen when we calculate the determinant from any row or any column, its value does not change. Even when we just interchange the rows and columns, there also the value of determinant does not change except by changing the signs in certain cases. So why we need elementary transformation? The idea is to make the calculation of determinant easier, so that the determinant calculation part gets easier. What we do, we try to cancel the elements by making them zero with elementary operations. You have seen that if in a matrix there is 1 or 0 or very small numbers are there, the calculation becomes easy. So what these elementary transformations do, we just try to reduce our elements generally to 0 so that our calculation part becomes easier. Let us see this with the help of example. So if I take this example, here you can see we have 3 columns and 3 rows, and in the question it has been given that you have to prove this side to be equal to 0. So till now you all know how we calculate the determinant. You can easily calculate the determinant of this matrix, and when you will solve it, it will be 0 only. But if I see in depth, then the values are very complicated. If I will solve it, it is going to take so much time, and maybe there can be some errors also while calculation. So what does elementary operations do? We can make changes in our rows in such a way that while calculating determinant, our calculations are reduced. So if you observe very carefully, you can see this column is very complicated, this column also, but this column seems to be little less calculative. So it will be easier if we make changes in this column. And now see how we can make use of elementary operations. Here there is no formula behind using elementary operations. You have to make use of your own brain. How you can make changes in this column so that the calculation of determinant becomes easy. Now what am I going to do? I will try that at least 2 or 1 of this column becomes 0. So when there is 0 in a column, the calculation part of the determinant becomes easier. So I will try 1 of these or 2 of these becomes 0. So how can I make it? If this lane is reduced with something having 2, it will become 0. Or if this lane is reduced with something having 3, it can become 0. So see how will I create? I will make the elementary operations. So first elementary operations I am going to apply on row number 2. So what changes I am going to make? I will be taking row number 2, this row minus row number 1 multiplied by 2. If I multiply my row number 1 with 2 and reduce it from it, it is going to be 0. So my changes are going to come in row number 2 because I am starting with row number 2 and I am making certain changes. Similarly, if I want to make changes in row number 3, what will I do? I will take row number 3 and I will be making changes again in row number 1 by multiplying it with 3. If I multiply this row with 3 and reduce it from this, then I may get a 0. So see how we will make. The first row we are okay. So in the first row I am not making any changes. First row is same. In the second row I will be writing my old row. My old row is x minus 3, 2x minus 1 and 2. I will be deducting minus row number 1 multiply by 2. This is my row number 1. I will multiply it with 2. When I will multiply it with 2, it will be like this, 4x minus 6 minus 1 into 2, 2. So now you can see 2 minus 2 is going to be 0. So if I will solve it, what will I get? X minus 2x will be minus x, minus 3 plus 2 we will be getting minus 1, 2x minus 4x will be minus 2x, minus 1 plus 6 it will be plus 5, 2 plus 2 is equals to 0. So this calculation we have done. So this was our first row, this has become our second row. For the third row, what am I going to do? Again I will be writing row number 3 in the same way, x minus 5, 2x minus 5 and 3, this is my old row, minus row number 1 into 3. Row number 1 into 3, 3x minus 3, 6x minus 9 and minus 3. So when I will solve it, I will be getting my new row number 3. So it will be x minus 3x will be minus 2x, minus 5 plus 3 will be minus 2, 2x minus 6x will be minus 4x, minus 5 plus 9 will be positive 4, this will be 0. So I have got my row number 3 now. Now let's see when I will write here properly. X minus 1, 2x minus 3, 1, minus x minus 1, minus 2x plus 5, 0, minus 2x minus 2, minus 4x plus 4, 0. So now I have got this from elementary operations. Now this property you all might be remembering that from any row or from any column we calculate the determinant, answer comes out to be same. So now here I am going to make use of the third column because it is very easier. Now plus minus plus. So when I will calculate determinant of this, now see how easy it will be. I am going to start from here. So 1 is outside. When 1 is out, delete this column, delete this row, and we are left with minus x minus 1, minus 2x minus 2, minus 2x plus 5, minus 4x plus 4. For rest we need not calculate because that is going to be 0. When 0 will be outside, there is no need to calculate that part. So only this part will be solved for the purpose of calculating determinant. The rest, as we have done initially, you have to take every element of the column or every element of the row. That you need not do. So here let us calculate the determinant by cross multiplying, because now it is 2 by 2, we will cross multiply and put a minus sign in between. So when you will cross multiply minus x minus 1 with minus 4 plus 4, what you are going to get? Let us write directly what we will be getting from here. We will be getting, this will be 4x square, then minus 4x, because here we have minus 4x. Again you will get minus 4x, then minus 4, then on the other side we will calculate, because we have to put a minus sign in between. So minus 4x square minus 4x plus 10x plus 10. So this much you are going to get. So what we will do is, in the question they have given that it is equal to 0, so we are going to put it equal to 0. So here whatever is getting cancelled we will cancel, and the rest we will solve. Minus 4 minus 4 minus 4, so it will be here I may have done wrong, this is plus 4x, so this will be cancelled. So ultimately you will be getting 6x plus 6, that is equal to 0, and if 6x will be equal to minus 6, so x value is going to be minus 1. So in the question they have given that you have to calculate the value of x, so x is going to be minus 1. So you can see with the help of elementary operations, the value of determinant was very easily calculated.